The kiss of death from Bill Snyder. Just a bad weekend for Oklahoma football. Kansas State gets the 24-19 shocking victory in Owen Field. Maybe that home field aura is finally gone. Welcome to week 4 of The Quest, sponsored by Call Okie. Call before. You dig? Every week we count down the top 4 plays from the Sooners and Cowboys. Unless OSU was on a bye when we work with what we have. Not an ideal week with only one team playing and that team losing. The quest must go on. So coming in at number 4 this week by a whisker, the play we call Blake Blast Through. Sure, we're all aware that what happened the first time the Sooners ran the Belldozer on Saturday night. Big Blake Bell fumbled at the 1-yard line early in the second quarter. Second straight Sooners possession end with the quarterback fumbling the ball away to the Wildcats. Not this time, my friend. With 5 minutes left in the third on 2nd down and 3, Blake takes advantage of some outstanding blocking, caps the 88-yard drive with the score. Not often you see this. Blake ran twice for -2 yards and a touchdown. Negative yards, yet he had a touchdown. Did I mention this was the all-around closest voting we've ever had on the Quest? Yes, voting is once again down, as so often happens on bye weeks for one of the teams, but it did make things interesting. For the first time ever in the history of the Quest, we have a tie. 2 plays received 24.52% of the vote each. Do they tie for number 3 play of the week or number 2? Profound question. Another reason to tune into the show every week. Profound questions. Anyway, in that number 2, let's call it 2B. It's the play we call the Twire goes higher. Receiver Trey Matuire hasn't exactly been tearing it up all the way we expected after his spectacular spring, but he is a true freshman. Perhaps we can give him a little bit of time to adjust on the game. Trey certainly has shown flashes of brilliance, as is the case here. Landry Jones finds Matuire up high near the sideline. Instead of being satisfied with a nifty catch, Matuire drags the smaller defender a few yards for a 27-yard gain overall. Sooners scored 4 plays later.
We're not just going to be like, well, that's our season. You know, we're going to move on, and we've been in this position before, and we're going to get after it a little bit in practice today, and we're going to get after Tech, and we're going to try to play some good football.
So the senior quarterback Landry Jones says one loss does not a season ruin. It will be a tough challenge, though, as the Sooners haven't won in Lubbock since 2003. One guy OU will need to play well in Lubbock, and really the rest of the season, is Sterling Shepard. Dynamic freshman can be found in play number 2B, play we call Sterling Effort. You can call this score a touchdown in garbage time if you want, but you'd be wrong. Over 4 minutes remaining in an 11-point game when Landry Jones found a 5'10", 190-pound slot receiver over the middle. Shepard did the rest, bouncing off tacklers and into the end zone. Sooners pulled within 5, but failed to convert on the 2-point conversion. Thus, the final score of the contest, 24-19. Shepard had a great game, though, especially considering it was his first start. Sterling finished with 7 catches for a game-high 108 yards and the 1 touchdown, of course. So we reached the pinnacle, the end of our quest, sponsored by Call Okie. Remember to save yourself some trouble and perhaps a painful injury by calling 811 before you dig. So with the number 1 play of the week, this guy looks familiar. 27.1% of our vote, or your vote, I should say. Our top play is the perfect title for the next Taylor Swift hit song, I'm So Over You. Sterling Shepard played high school ball at Heritage Hall High School and was somewhat overshadowed by a guy named Barry Sanders Jr. Shepard's talent and work ethic at OU has him labeled as a rising star, and is it any surprise? Midway through the second, Landry Jones throws to Shepard near the sideline on 2nd and 10. Wildcat senior DB Nigel Jones thinks he has a beat on him, but no, Sterling gets on the elevator, goes straight up over Malone. Here's what he told me about the play.
It's funny because I kind of visualized that before I was playing. And I visualized me jumping over somebody, and I saw him, and he was kind of going for my legs, so I just jumped in there. Kind of got hit after that. So I never really get the reaction of the crowd. I'm always just zoned into the next play. But when I jumped over him, all the guys was like, "Boy, you got up on that one." I was like, "Yeah, I did."
Shepherd becomes the first OU freshman to have over 100 receiving yards since Ryan Broyles. Talk about huge expectations. Sooners will need Shepherd to produce like Broyles. They hope to successfully navigate the murderer's row of opponents this season. Well, we saw what Sterling had to say. What do you have to say? You can contact us at @the_quest on Twitter and at NewsOK Sports, as well as on Facebook at NewsOK Sports Facebook page. Tell us what you think about the games, about the show, whatever. Coming up this weekend, with Oklahoma on a bye week, and much needed perhaps, it's Oklahoma State hosting number 12 Texas, 6:50 p.m. Saturday at Boone Pickens Stadium in Stillwater. The Cowboys have beat the Longhorns 2 straight times. Those were both in Austin, so we'll see how they do in Stillwater on Saturday night. It's the Battle of the Orange. Only one deserves to wear the orange. We'll see. So remember to vote for the top play in the Cowboys and Longhorns game on Monday through Wednesday. Every Monday through Wednesday, really. And then come back here on Thursday, every Thursday, and see if your favorite play won right here on The Quest.